All right, so for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the NZG Komatsu WA380 wheel loader in 1 to 50th scale. This is a relatively, I would say, an older release from NZG. It's been out for a couple of years. You can still find it today. It's a super nice detailed loader from NZG. I would have to say it's one of the best loaders on the market. And we'll get into some of the reasons why right now. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So starting off with here, you can see you have some great bolt detailing here on your hub right here, which is very nice. You do also have a little locking bar. It's not functional, but it is modeled for your pivot point. So if you were needing to do work on the pivot point, you could swing that out and lock it in place on the reel machine. And then coming over to the steps, you can see you have some silvered surfaces right there, which is very nice. And then I'm not sure how well you can see this, but there is some diamond plate details right there as well, which is very nice. And then you do have the mirror on the cab as well, which I believe these are plastic, but I believe these handrails, these ones right here, are metal. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between plastic and metal, which is real nice. And then you can see right here, you got a modeled latch right there. You got a Komatsu logo right there, and then you got some vent work in the casting as well right there, which is nice. And then you got some antennas on top, which are also nice. You got to be careful of these though, because if you mishandle them or pick the model up by them, you will break them off. So those are a bit fragile. And then coming to the side here, you can see you got a nice WA380 decal right there. You got a nice grill right here with some black painted surface as well, and it also has some texture to it, which is nice. You have a nice air cleaner and exhaust right there as well. And then coming to the back of the model, you can see you got a nice, I believe this is a counterweight right here. You got some reflectors right there. You got some lights right here, and you got a little latch right here to simulate that you could open this up and access what I believe the radiator would be right here, but that's not modeled. You do have a reverse camera right there, and then you got some more lights on each side of the machine as well. And then you do have these metal mud flaps as well. And then coming to this side of the machine, it's almost the same as the other side. You can see a little bit more detailing on the door right there, but there is no latch on this side. You do have the silvered surfaces as well. And then I believe these handrails right here are plastic as well. And then coming to the front of the machine, you can see you do have some nice painted silver lights right there, and some your forward flashers or turn signals. And then you can see you got a nice view into your cab right there as well. And then you do have, I believe this windshield wiper is plastic. It's not a part of the cab glass at all. And you do have some nice hydraulic detailing. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but you do have some black hydraulic lines that run to your cylinders, which is very nice. So we can zoom out here and we'll get some of the functionality of this model. So you can see it does have great oscillation on the rear axle, which is nice. The model does turn side to side, which is nice, and it does get a pretty nice turn angle, I would say. It achieves it very well, and the cylinders are very stiff, which is nice. And then obviously a wheel loader needs to be able to load trucks and pick up material, so this is your carry angle for the model, and this is your lift height. Now the cylinders on my model, and the model I used to own before I sold it way back and bought this one again, had very stiff cylinders as well, which is nice. But this is how high up it will go. As you can see right there, it's kind of out of the frame. So that's as high up as the arms will go, and then it will dump pretty well as well. Now, it doesn't have any problem loading any of the dump trucks I have, so I'm almost positive it'll load an East dump, no problem. First gear truck, no problem. And if you have like an Oshkosh dump truck, one of the P-Series plows, it has no problem loading that at all, even if you have sideboards on the model as well. And then it goes, the cylinders are very nice and smooth as well, and then you do achieve a nice cut angle on the model as well, which is pretty nice. Now you can see the bucket. It's fairly detailed. You got some nice cutting edges right there. You do have holes in the top of the bucket, which is nice. So if you want to pin a box plow on, you can more than happy to do that. And then your cutting edge is very nicely detailed. You can see right there. There's your cutting edge right there. It's nicely detailed. Now, one of the things I do like to pose with my model, like I mentioned, You could get a box plow for it. I have a GCM ProTech box plow for my model. It slides on very nicely, and the model is able to hold it in any position. Obviously not dumping because the box plow fall off, but it is able. The cylinders are able to hold it up, and this is an all metal piece. The cylinders have no problem holding it up at all whatsoever. So I do recommend, if you're looking for a nice wheel loader for your collection, you're sick of the cat models, and if you're looking for an alternative, I could recommend picking up this WA380. Now, you can get them from the Komatsu merchandise shop, which is, I believe, a First Gear, which stuff would ship from First Gear. I believe the model retails for like $115, something like that. I picked mine up for $100 at my friend's hobby shop, Troy's Toys, in Overland Park, Kansas. If you're in the area, check him out. He only had this one in stock. He might be able to get more, I'm not sure. But I do recommend this loader model. And that's going to do it for this review. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you'd like to see a review of anything, please feel free to let me know. If you are on Instagram and Facebook and you'd like to follow both of my pages, both of my links will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video we uploaded.